Wow, wow, wow. What did we just watch in the heavyweight fight in boxing? Alexander Usyk stops Rico Van Hooven in the 11th round. I think it was legit 2 minutes and 59 seconds, the official time the fight got stopped. I'm just angry. I'm so gutted for Rico. I'm a massive Rico Van Hooven fan. And he went in there and shocked the world and beat the best boxer in the world, one of the best boxers of all time, in Usyk. I mean, I can't be mad at Usyk because it weren't Usyk's fault. It's the ref. I mean, yes, Usyk dropped him with an incredible uppercut. Rico went down. Rico got back up. Was blocking, moving, and then the ref stops it like moments before the bell actually went. I think the ref kind of put his arm through, but weren't actually fully there. And then as the bell went, he then waved it off, so he didn't really get in between them and that. But I mean, Usyk must have won, what, 2-3 rounds at a push? Definitely won 2 rounds and 3 if you're generous. Rico won every round convincingly, pretty much. He was outworking Usyk. He was bullying Usyk. He was just pushing the pace, and Usyk did not have an answer. Usyk didn't have an answer for it. That was the game plan that AJ should have done, Dubois should have done. Be the bigger guy. And Rico looked huge, and Rico put a pace on. Yes, he was tired, and everything. But to stop it there at the end of the 11th round, in the last 10 seconds, he would have had the minute break, sat down for a minute, had water, recuperate, and then get back in there for the 12th. Even if he held on for the entire 12th round and just cruised through it and lost the 12th round and that, Rico would have been pretty much the undisputed champ. I know Dubois holding one, but, was the guy to beat Usyk. I feel like this has happened twice now where bad calls have happened. It's happened to Ngannou when Ngannou beat Fury on points. This one's a bit different. Obviously, yes, Usyk did drop Rico, but the ref saved Usyk. If, the ref has done Usyk an absolute, done him the world in stopping that, because he was 3 minutes away from losing all his belts, and then Rico having the biggest upset and one of the biggest upsets in boxing history. I can't say anything good about Usyk apart from, yes, fair play, he got it, but you just got beat by the best kickboxer in the world. Not a boxer, a kickboxer. A guy who uses his legs, who uses knees, elbows, and all that. He's come into your sport. He's only ever had one professional fight in boxing. Yes, won it. And then he's come over and he's beat the guy. To be the guy, you got to beat the guy. And he beat the guy. But obviously Usyk did get the result, obviously. But where do we go from here? Does Rico Van Hooven deserve a rematch? Because it was a late stoppage. If people going, oh, well, he would have got stopped in the 12th. How do we know? We don't know what would have happened in that 12th round. Yes, he might have been stopped. Yes, maybe Rico would have cruised through it, would have clinched, would have ran, would constantly try to stay out of danger. Who knows? We don't have the answer. So people going, yeah, well, he would have got stopped anyway. How do we know? It didn't happen. So we don't know the result with that. But I personally think Rico deserves a rematch. But at the same time, you've got Ajit Kabayel, who's mandatory for the WBC. And I'm pretty sure the deadline is coming up soon, where if Usyk doesn't fight Kabayel, then the WBC belt is stripped. And then Kabayel gets elevated to, obviously, world champ or WBC champion and that. So then we have 3 world champions. Turkey Al Sheikh wants to do the rematch. Well, I think we all want to see now because how good Rico was. I think a rematch would be different, definitely, because of now Usyk has got a game, he's got something to watch now, while before he never really had anything to go off, because you can't look at the kickboxing ones and go, oh, okay, he does this, he does that. Well, no, he swapped it up. Peter Fury has done amazing with Rico. Rico now, he said he wants to continue boxing. It's going to be interesting. Like, an Anthony Joshua v Rico Van Hooven fight would be amazing. But there's so many fights out there for Rico. Usyk now has to defend against Caballero or Van Hooven again. But we'll see, guys. But let me know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed the fight, because I certainly did. Make sure to drop a comment, subscribe, like, all that business, and I will catch you in a bit.